Okay, we have with us now Trent Hidlay from the 197-pound championship match. Trent is from NC State. Trent, when you're comfortable, if you could just give us some general comments about your semifinal match.
Yeah, it was a very tough match, super competitive opponent, and Sloan is really good in all positions, so had to be super disciplined, late in the third to finish it out, but proud of my effort to, push the pace, get the takedown, and ride hard at the end of the second period. So it's a big deal to make the national finals, and proud of myself for getting there and excited for tomorrow.
Okay, we're going to go over here to the left in the back first.
Kyle Klingman, Flow Wrestling. How have you balanced a Folkstyle Freestyle season?
I haven't done a whole lot of freestyle besides the Bill Farrell. I been just totally focused on Folkstyle. Actually, after this, take a little bit of time and then gear up for the Olympic trials. So I have a busy month ahead, but I've been enjoying the Folkstyle training, the intensity of it, and as soon as this ends, I'll try to get used to freestyle for a couple of weeks.
Let's go over again to the left.
Right, Holmes Intermac. Trent, I just asked Aaron about you guys wrestling each other throughout your careers, going all the way back to high school. And he mentioned how, some guys, they're really good in high school and they don't do the longevity thing. Something happens. What's it mean to you that, you've been having this sort of rivalry with a guy that has kind of come full circle?
Yeah, it's maybe hard for me to call it a rivalry. I've gotten beat every time, but I think it goes to show the competitiveness of both of us to, like he said, go to distance at this level. It's just doing 4 years of college wrestling is extremely difficult. To be a starter for 4 years is extremely difficult, and to do that for 5-6 years and be on the national stage each year is, looking back on it, it's something I can really be proud of, and a lot of effort and hard work goes into that. But like I said, he's been kind of the guy I've been going after for a long time, so it makes me better to train for that, and that was a big part of the reason I went to 197 this year, was to continue to challenge myself, and I feel like I've gotten a ton better in this past year, so I'm happy with that.
Go back into the back and then on the left.
Would you take us through why you came back for this final season?
I love wrestling. I love doing this with my teammates. This is my passion. I feel like this is where I'm most alive when I'm competing, and there's nothing better than the NCAA tournament. I've been close a couple of times. I've come up short and 3 times here. So I think just the never-ending pursuit of trying to accomplish your goals, right? This has been a goal of mine ever since I was a little kid. And, I had the opportunity to come back and enjoy my last season with an awesome team and awesome coaching staff. It means a lot for me to wrestle for NC State and for my family, and I've been given such a huge amount of support that it would be foolish not to take that advantage. So I've really enjoyed this last year.
How is it different not having your brother in the room day to day?
I think it forced me to grow up a little bit in a way of, kind of taking the reins of my own career. I've been able to look up to him and kind of follow his lead for the majority of my life. He took the next step in his career. So I think we both learned a lot. We've been best friends for as long as we were, little kids. And I've grown a lot this year, kind of taking the next step in my career, and him as well in his. So we're still very close. We talk all the time. Every dual meet, we rehash the highlights and the lowlights. But I'm really, really blessed to have him in my corner. I know how proud he is of me, and I hope I can be as proud of myself as I know he and the rest of my family are.
Trent, Caden Carper, PA Power Wrestling. What advice would you give the little kids, even high schoolers, who look up to you and say, "I want to be like Trent Hidlay someday"?
I think just embracing the challenges of what this sport has to offer. No matter who you are, whether you're the best guy in the country or you're just starting out, you're going to hit failure at some point. It's going to hit you right in the face. And being able to respond in the face of adversity what the sport throws at you prepares you for everything that you need in life. And I think what I've realized about myself is I have everything inside of me that I need to be successful. It's just about really pouring into that and getting the most out of myself every day. And this sport allows me to do that. It allows me to challenge myself a lot and fail a lot and learn how to fail and learn how to get better. And look at myself at the end of the day and look at what I need to get better. And there's no better sport than wrestling to do that. So I think my advice is just embrace the adversity, embrace the failure, never stop learning, and challenge yourself to do really big things.
Did you have a question?
Got a wrestling question for you.
Yep.
Obviously, coming in, everyone knew about your underhook, and it was a major part of your offense. Not to say that it's not now, but how have the coaches pushed you to open that up to the point where you have other kind of tools in that arsenal when a guy kind of shuts that down?
Yeah, they've had to get kind of creative, I think, with me in practices. There's some days where I'm not allowed to punch an underhook at all, and it's really frustrating trying to wrestle like that. But I feel like I've been able to score in a lot of different ways this year. I guess this national tournament I've scored a lot with the underhook, but I have a lot of other ways to score, and I'm going to need to rely on that tomorrow night. So, they've done a great job at helping me expand my offense, just be more free, chain wrestle a little bit, but I can always trust in that at the end.
Anything else for Trent? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.